Probably ought to wait a minute or two to see if Gene gets on here.
Choose a shore board meeting today.
I think we need her to call.
You want me to try to call her at home just to see if she's having any trouble getting through? Or?
Might not be a bad idea.
Give me a second.
The doggy.
Oh, that
I
would
hear
be
a dog.
I figured outside would be actually quieter with a 3-year-old in the house approaching bedtime, but I guess not.
Oh, well, you're not making any noise. I was just curious. My cat likes to talk when you're on stress.
Of course, right? Yeah.
I got a redbird cardinal here making all kinds of noise. You got any bees there, Marty?
Bees are quiet.
We got
In your house.
meetings on a few meetings.
Huh?
We got any bee meetings coming up?
No, I need to set one up. I'll discuss that tonight.
This is Blaine. I think she's calling in shortly.
Okay.
Hey, I'm here. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to mute myself now. You won't hear me, but I'm here. Well, yeah, I bought you something.
Oh, that sounds enticing.
I bought you bees to hang on your fence.
Awesome. That sounds awesome.
I'll bring this.
Cool.
Well, I sure got a bunch of bees in my backyard.
Yeah, I've got several. I don't know where they come from because the hive has to be within 2 miles.
This is June. I really didn't forget you. I just got home. I apologize.
Well, we're on, so
Okay, call the meeting to order. I apologize. Debbie, could I have the roll call, please?
Mr. Super?
here.
Mr. Steve?
Here?
Mrs. Lewis?
I'm here.
Mr. Parker?
I'm here.
Mr. Myers?
Here.
And Mayor Ford? Here. Okay, item number 4, may I have a motion, guys. Anyway, the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting.
I moved to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, item number 5, and Marty, I think you're going to talk about this, the Wood County Home Consortium.
Well, we actually have Ryan Barber on the meeting from Parkersburg who is administering the program for us, so he should be able to tell us, right, Ryan?
Hey, good evening, everybody. Thank you for your time. Again, it's Ryan Barber, City of Parkersburg. I've presented this resolution over the past 3 or 4 years now to City of Williamstown. If you have the resolution in front of you, see it's quite lengthy. This year was a little bit different because we actually combined 4 separate components under one resolution. Like every year, we present you with an annual budget for the home consortium. City of Williamstown, City of Vienna, City of Parkersburg, and Wood County. And this year is no different. But we're also mandated by HUD to compile a 5-year plan, 5-year consolidated plan, and that's what is also in the resolution this evening. We also partnered with a consulting firm out of Pittsburgh to compile a analysis of impediments to fair housing, to analyze any potential discrimination within Wood County in housing practices. And then again, the last thing is to just ask the City of Williamstown to continue to participate in the Home Consortium. So I'll just go through briefly and identify what specifically is in the budget this year. The consortium was set to receive a little over $350,000 in fiscal year 2020-2021. Again, we've allocated $86,000 to our CHODO, our Community Housing Development Organization, which is Habitat for Humanity. With that, they will build one home to be sold to a low-income family. Habitat's currently building 2 homes locally with home funds. One is actually in the city of Williamstown, and one's in Parkersburg. I think that's on West 4th Street in Williamstown. They're proceeding nicely. We've allocated more money to our down payment assistance program. We've allocated $100,000 to that program, which can provide up to $10,000 for closing costs and down payment assistance to folks looking to purchase their first home anywhere in the county. And then the big one on the budget is $305,000 for new construction and rehab, where the city and the development office will seek to partner with a for-profit or non-profit housing developer to build affordable housing somewhere within the county or in Parkersburg or somewhere throughout Wood County. And if anyone has any questions, I'm more than happy to answer those.
Any questions? Okay. We have a motion until for the Home Consortium budget.
I'll make a motion that we join the consortium as we have in the past and authorize the mayor to sign the resolution that authorizes Parkersburg to administer the program for us.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Audie said, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Okay?
Great. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks, Ryan.
We appreciate it.
Ryan, thank you. I didn't know you were going to be there, but thank you for coming.
Glad to be able to call in. Everybody have a nice evening.
You
Thank
too.
you.
All right, bye.
Okay. Under administrative issues, Marty, I think you had something about Bee City.
I do, and I apologize to the group for not having this on the agenda. It doesn't really have to be an agenda item, but we need a proclamation from the mayor declaring next week as National Pollinator Week in Williamstown. I'll read the resolution if nobody has an objection. It's not very long. It says, whereas pollinators such as thousands of species of bees are essential partners and are producing much of our food supply, and whereas pollinators provide significant environmental benefits that are necessary for maintaining healthy, diverse ecosystems in towns and cities, and whereas pollination plays a vital role for the trees and plants of our community, enhancing our quality of life and creating recreational and economic development opportunities, and whereas the City of Williamstown, West Virginia manages parks, public landscaping, and other public lands that may include greenways and wildlife habitats, and whereas the City of Williamstown, West Virginia provides recommendations to developers and residents regarding landscaping to promote wise conservation stewardship, including the protection of pollinators and maintenance of their habitats, and now, therefore, I, Gene Ford, Mayor of the City of Williamstown, West Virginia, do hereby proclaim the week of June 22nd, 2020 as our municipality's observance of National Pollinator Week. And as Williamstown, West Virginia is an affiliate of Bee City USA, do urge all citizens to recognize this observance. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the Williamstown, West Virginia to be affixed this 22nd day of June 2020. This is a requirement of our Bee City USA program. This is one of the punch list items we have to do to maintain our certification. So I would make a motion that the mayor sign this proclamation as presented.
Second.
I second that.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded for the mayor to sign the proclamation. All in favor, say aye.
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 Well, y'all need a copy of that to make it.
Stephanie has it. I've already printed.
Yes.
I've already printed it off and given. Did you get that copy, Stephanie?
Yes, I did. I got it this morning.
Okay. She'll get it to the mayor and get her to sign it and stamp it, and then I'll need. If you can scan that, Stephanie, I've got to submit that to the national group.
Okay.
And then we'll be having a Bee City meeting hopefully before the end of the month. I need to get with my cohorts and see what day's good for them. But we'll put it on the doors and on the website so everybody will know when it is. I'm hoping to have it outside the Armstrong Garden because of the social distancing thing.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yet the weather's nice.
Yeah, the weather's nice, yeah.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. Barbara, do you have something?
Yes, I do. Our new restaurant developers down there at Evie's place have approached and asked if they could have a little bit of a change in their contract. If you've noticed that all of the work that's been down there, they basically paid for themselves and did the work too. And they would like to be able to work without worrying every year about it being put up for bid. Now we did this for Ezzy, and what we did.
Hello?
Hello?
We lost her. Barbara!
Hello, Barbara, are you continuing?
Where do you want me to start?
Oh, well, we never heard anything after you said we did this for Ezzy.
Oh, okay. Well, we did this for Ezzy and allowed him to renew the contract without putting it up to bid, and I believe it's 5 years that we allowed him to do that. And that way, if he didn't want it, he would tell us. All that's written into the contract. But these folks wanted to have some security in the investment they're making in the place down there. And there's things that they are going to do. They're going to have movies for the kids on Friday nights, bring in big screens and have kid-type movies. And they are going to try to start a volleyball team for evenings down there. And there were several other things that they haven't really gone into yet that they would like to do. But they seem to be doing a fine job of, having a real interest in the town. And they even deliver their food. Well, I don't know if anybody knew that. But anyway,
If I'm not mistaken, while Susan was in there today, she and I looked at the contract that was signed. And
Okay.
it states that they renew every 3 years and they get first option of the 3 years.
yes. Well, I didn't really know. I had asked that. Nobody gave it to me. So I'm sure what she's saying is correct.
Yes, it is. I remember seeing that. Yes. And so is that okay with them to do it that way? Barbara?
Well, I don't know, Jean, because I haven't.
Well, it should be that we give them 6 years.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they'd be fine with that.
Okay. You can take that back to them if the council approves it there.
Okay.
council have any comments on that? It's a beautiful place down there.
I think we're extremely fortunate to have anybody in that building. I really didn't think we'd get anybody, so hats off to them.
Neither.
They've taken excellent care of the restrooms, they painted them, and they seem to just be so proud of being down there, which is the first time that we really had that too, so. And
When did they start, when did their, is this their first year?
Yes,
Yes.
And when did we bid that out approximately? Several months ago, or?
probably, it was back when we were having regular meetings, probably back in March.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember.
Been a good while.
And when we solicited, I think they were the only ones that submitted a proposal, weren't they?
Yes.
Did we have anything in our bid specs about the term or anything like that?
I really don't know that, Blaine. But I don't think that we started out giving them any breaks, so to speak. We can check that and
Yeah,
bring it back next time.
Stephanie will have a copy of that, yeah.
I thought,
I have a copy and I'm more than happy to email it to whoever would like to.
yeah, I thought Stephanie said that they already signed a contract and we signed it saying that they had 3 years and then had first option on a renewal at 3 years. Am I wrong?
So that is correct, that's what Susan and I
So
found.
it's already been done.
Oh,
Well, yeah, so there's nothing we need to do. We
Right.
signed the contract with
well, that's wonderful, okay.
three-year primary term, then in a couple of years, it sounds like our contract is they have a unilateral option to renew if they wish to, so
Okay,
they're good for this year and 2 more years if that's what's in the contract.
okay, well, I'm sure I didn't know that, but that's fine. I mean, that's fine, that is,
Yeah. No, well, it is with me too. The whole thing is, I don't think they realize that.
Well,
So I'll have to
I
talk
would
to
assume
them.
they would have, I would assume they would have they would have had a copy of the contract they signed. If they don't, we should give them one, but if we have a signed contract, then that's binding on everybody, the city on one end and them on the other, so. So somebody probably should contact them just to clarify if they have.
I will
copy.
contact them.
yeah, I'll pull it out first thing tomorrow morning so that Barbara can see it. Okay, that sounds good. All right, Jim Stace, do you have anything to report to us?
No, we're just working on a bunch of water lines, as you know, and to keep everybody up posted. We've had all kinds of water problems, and we've had some rainwater problems also. But we talked about that in the solar board, and that'll be on the minutes.
True. Yeah, every city I've talked to's had those water problems and very upset people in the towns. I don't understand that. That was something that we hardly ever have. 3 inches of rain in what, 2 hours or close to 2 to 3 hours. So I think that's almost unheard of, and everybody's going to have problems when it's like that. So, right. So, Jim Parker, do you have anything for us?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right, Blaine, do you have anything?
So we've scheduled a building safety commission meeting. I think that's the 24th, isn't it, Barbara, at 2
Yes,
o'clock?
it is. Yes.
And that we're gonna try to do that as an in-person meeting. I think we usually only have 3 or 4 members there. We can usually spread out pretty well in the council chambers, so that's what we're gonna try to do.
Yeah, we did that.
We haven't had a meeting since before all the COVID stuff, so Barbara and I talked in the last couple of days and thought it'd be a good idea to get one set, so.
And that's good. Yes, we can have that in that larger room because we did that today with the sewer board meeting, and we had 7 or 8 in there, and it worked out fine. So,
And we do need to post a notice somewhere, since it is a public, it's a public meeting, and people are entitled to attend, so we need to post a notice at the council chambers door on the city building, wherever you normally would.
and you said June 24th at 3?
If
That's a week from tomorrow, the next one of the year.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay.
I'll get that posted then.
Okay, now it's my turn. This is my last meeting with my wonderful council, and I just cannot tell you how much from the bottom of my heart that I have enjoyed working with all of you, and Blaine, you too. And you certainly helped me in many decisions I've had to make, so I thank you, and I know that as long as this council is there, you know, we have weak mayor and strong council, and I know that you will do exactly what you did when I was mayor. So just take care, and I wish you all the best of luck. And I'll be, you know, I'll surprise you once in a while and come sit in your council meeting. So just keep up on the world around Williamstown. I don't want to forget that. So take care, everybody. Love you all.
Gene, it has been a privilege.
Yes, it has. And we love you too.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, talk to you later. So I have a motion